welcome to my channel. Today's video, we're gonna do our makeup while we chit chat, yap, if you will, tell some random stories that have been on my mind for the last, let's see, a few months. Yeah, kind of. I mean, 4 or 3 months, something like that, you know? So, sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever, you know? And let's spill some tea together. Because it needs to be talked about. So, the face is set, all ready to go. I will bring it closer, I promise, so that you guys can see better once we are done. But I am gonna go in with eyeshadow now. This has been my go-to palette for the last, I don't even know how long now. But the Color Pop Feeling Bubbly palette. I'm obsessed, honestly. We're pretty much gonna use, well, we're gonna start with this shade and then jump into this one. And then I have a eye gloss here that I'm gonna use instead. So I'm gonna start out with, let's see, actually I'm gonna start with Bubble Up. Yeah, this shade right here. I realized the camera's flipped and I got confused for a minute. It happens. So I'm just gonna take a little fluffy brush like this, dip into it, and let's begin. So both of these stories are going to be Facebook related. You know, maybe that one app where I was gonna say a lot of tea is spilled, kind of. But one of those platforms where sometimes if you're looking in the comments, things get a little spicy, if you know what I mean, you know, arguing, if you will. And it always wants to just make you bring out the popcorn, you know, and just enjoy. And I know we've all been there. Okay, you can't tell me no. So I was scrolling through one day, and this first one, I think it was maybe about a week before Thanksgiving, or it was maybe just a little bit after, not too long after, still in November, you know. But I'm gonna dip into it, this dark shade Clink. I forgot to mention that one. I'm gonna put it in the outer corner. I'm gonna list everything I used, by the way, in the description box, in case I don't say it. So, again, I am scrolling through, you know, like a lot of us do. Especially when we're bored, kind of, you know what I mean? It happens. We're always going back and forth between so many different apps, I feel like. So, I'm scrolling through. I come across a post that simply asked, why are you still single? You know? Now, I kept going back and forth about commenting, but I eventually went back to it and thought, you know what? We'll have a little fun. What's the harm in this? So, alright, little break. I'm gonna now go in with blank slate, this shade right here, and put it on the rest of the lid. But again, I go back to it and I simply just type out, because my celebrity crush hasn't noticed me, and it's kind of depressing or disappointing. It's a little disappointing. You know, not giving like the actual reason, of course. You know, I mean, I could have, but I decided not to. I decided to have some fun. You know, I mean, what's the harm? So, those who got it, you know, ha ha ha, rightfully so. You might know it's coming, but not even too long after posting that, hitting that little set button, I guess we'll call it, some dude decided to come in and reply to my comment saying, yikes, imagine worshipping a celebrity. What? Like, bro, what are you talking about? Who said anything about what? You know, sometimes when you comment something and a Karen comes in, a Kevin, if you will, comes in and says something stupid like that, you know, you're just, again, you're thinking, what and why? What is happening here? So, I reply back. Yeah, imagine supporting someone for what they do. Imagine being a fan of someone's. And if you're wondering, did he reply back? No. Like, I think I made my point, thank you. Like, again, I didn't see any harm in that. I thought, again, have a little fun. Who's it gonna hurt? The answer was right there. Apparently that dude. I don't get it. You know? So, this second one is gonna take us maybe just a little bit before the new year, if I'm thinking correctly. And once again, I'm scrolling through and I come across a post that simply said, ladies, what's something a man can do that's non-sexual or something like that. So, once again, I'm going back and forth about actually commenting, you know. But I ended up going back once again and simply typing out just 3 simple little words. 3, that's this many. Hold on, 3 many, there we go. It's a little better. Wear a suit. I mean, I'm right? I mean, come on. Not saying that's like exactly, you know, that's literally the only thing, you know, but that was just what came to my mind. You know, I could have wrote down a list, but I didn't. I forgot I gotta do the other eye. But this is the Jeffree Star eye gloss powder, by the way, or the eye gloss in Crystal Joint. Again, I'm gonna list all this stuff down below, but I'm obsessed with this. But again, those who got it, got it. And once again, some dude had to once again reply back to me and told me it's giving gold digger. Now, since I know how sensitive they can be, somehow, someway, I held back. I'm really going off. Because who in the right mind are you to call me that? Assume. Judge someone that you don't know. So, I comment back once again because I got my father's mouth. That's all I'm saying. So, I go, are you okay? Do men not look good in suits? I'm confused. Am I missing something? Like, do you not look good in one? I didn't comment that part, but I thought about it. But he decided to come back and try to make it about money. I think he said like 90% that meant you have money. Who said about having to have money? I simply just said something as simple as wear a suit. Again, not saying that was the only thing, but every now and again, you know, I feel like when men want to dress up for something, you know, if it's a special occasion, might wear a suit and they look good doing it. That's literally all I said. Said nothing. Zero, zilch, nada about money. So, let's not try to do this. Don't try to call me something that I'm not. You know. Now, of course, like on Christmas, the NBA, right? They have Christmas games all day. Oh, games all day. I think that pretty much starts about noon. So, that's kind of why I thought about it. Because AG was sitting on the sidelines. He was hurt at the time. Wearing one. Again, got a big crush on him. He looked good. Of course. I mean, look good at anything. Don't get me wrong. You know, but you wearing one. Look good. Again, I didn't see the harm in this. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess there's just gonna be those people who, no matter if you comment on something and it's something just really simple like that, you're gonna upset or something. They're gonna judge you when they probably shouldn't. Again, I didn't see any harm in what I wrote. You know, again, not saying that was the only literal thing that a man can do. You know, but it was just a harmless, simple comment. I mean, I guess maybe I should have wrote a list. I don't really know. Like, Whatever, dude. You do you, I guess. I'm sorry my comment hurt you in some way. Like, who here has had a interaction with some random person like that? You know, I don't know. Let me know. Alright, so we are finished with the eyeshadow portion of the eyes. I'm gonna quickly do my mascara off camera. I'm just gonna curl them, of course, and use my Sky High mascara from Maybelline in Burgundy Haze. If I can hold this correctly. There we go. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, here are the eyes. They're all complete. I try to bring you guys in a little closer. Again, it's something really simple that I kind of do a lot, but I'm really obsessed with it either way. Alright, so now I'm going to dive into blush. I'm going to just kind of try to get through all of this quickly. But I think we all know by now my blush, but I am using a different one. So I'm going to go in with the tried and true e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in Peach Perfect. Just going to add some dots. Dot. I'm really obsessed with this blush. And then I'm just going to use their liquid blush brush to blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. And then blend, blend, blend the other side. I'm going to take it over the nose. Okay, simple, of course. Now I'm gonna go in with a different blush. Usually I would go in with the NYX Creamy Powder Blush Daydream, but this time I'm gonna use their Buttermelt blush. This one is in the shade Butter with Time. Now, if you haven't tried these yet, and you'd like to, grab again whatever kind of a brush you're gonna use and just gently tap into it. Because these are fairly pigmented if you're not into that kind of a look. So, again, that's literally it. Just kind of blend, stipple, kind of it on. Again, I'm gonna take rest on the nose. And there we go. Again, something just really simple like that. Alright, now we're gonna go in with their Buttermelt highlighter. I love these. This one is in the shade Butter Then Gold. It's really interesting how they, if I can open this, there we go. Again, I'm obsessed with these. One of my personal favorites is the mint one, the really pretty blue. But I also do love the other ones so far that I've tried. Some of the ones anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go in a little bit more. Oh, I'm obsessed with these. Of course, do the same. Oh, again, I am just obsessed. on the nose, bridge, good bow, underneath the brow, and then whatever is left I just put on the forehead. Again, just, oh, I love these. Alright, last but not least, lip. I'm gonna do a little bit of a different lip combo than from what I've been doing because I haven't been able to find my go-to lip liner lately yet. So I'm gonna use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Beige. I'll do a swatch as well. Here's what it looks like. Again, just, I'm obsessed with these, honestly. I still wish I would have been able to find the retractable one. Okay, there we go. Okay, something just really simple like that. And then now, I'm gonna use a clear gloss this time because I recently got more of these. Some of the fat oil lip drips from NYX. Now, I'm obsessed with these, but I wanted more. So, I never used this one, but this one is called, if I can read it, My Main. Yeah, My Main. It's literally so clear on the bottle, but plus, these smell amazing. They smell like candy. But here's what the applicator looks like. Again, I'm obsessed with these. So, I should have grabbed lipstick and let it on a design. And there we go. Again, something just really simple, you know? Alright, I'm gonna set the face and everything off camera and we will be right back for the final look. Alright, I tried to adjust the camera better, so I hope this helps. So here is the final look. Again, just really simple. You know, something that I kind of do a lot. Some products that I, you know, have, but I hadn't kind of used in a little while, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, what do we think? Okay, I know it's simple and whatnot, but so there's my little makeup plus story time video. I hope you guys got a laugh out of it as I did the day it happened, the days that it happened. People are just weird on the internet, you know? So, again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs it up. Definitely subscribe. And as always, stay safe out there. And I will see you guys in the next one.